Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. Every mod this week is for all platforms, and one of them actually has two variants. One is for, well, it's for PC and Mac only because it's branded, but there is the all platforms version available under Lizard, and we'll take a look at that as well. And even one map that made it this week. So we'll go ahead and take a look at all those in a second. Let's go ahead and jump into it. For number one, we have the Stoll Super 1. This is by Bremy456, 3.89 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 69 people having rated it. This is kind of an old school front loader attachment setup here. So it's designed for older tractors, and it says up to 90 horsepower is kind of what it's designed for. It has configurations for the decals, the ceiling plug, the hydraulics, base color, design color, and obviously it has functions as well in terms of a front loader, and it's also foldable, which is pretty cool. So there you go. That's the Stoll Super 1 by Bremy456. All right, for number two, this one's pretty cool. This is the Massie Ferguson 2013 and Valtra BDF 1300. This is by Holz FS, 7.10 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 37 people having rated it. What I will say is it has the Massie Ferguson and Valtra name because that bin on the right-hand side is currently Massie Ferguson, but you can also make it Valtra as well. This is going to be found under fertilizer spreaders, but it has kind of a little bit more to that as well. It's $5,000 to buy. It has working width between 15 and 30 meters, depending on what you're doing with it. It will spread fertilizer, lime, and seeds, and it holds 1,300 liters. And what I mean by seeds is, no, it doesn't just do oilseed, radish, and grass. You can plant anything with it, just about. I mean, you can't plant, I guess, everything. Anything a seeder can do normally, a normal seeder, not a planter or anything else, but anything a normal seeder can do, so like wheat, barley, oats, can all that sort of stuff, you can plant with this thing, which is pretty darn cool. It also has the adaptive trailer on the left-hand side, so you can mount it up onto there as well, if you would like to pull it kind of as a pull behind too, which I think is pretty nifty. So yeah, really cool mod. This is the Massie Ferguson 2013 and Valtra BDF 1300 by Holz FS. For number three, we have the John Deere 50G. This is by Pepe978, 18.30 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 54 people having rated it. Yes, this is a little compact excavator, but it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty awesome, especially if you're moving small amounts of stuff in tight spaces and things like that. This is perfect for it, or even some roleplay type stuff as well. This is going to be $65,000 to buy. It has 36 horsepower. There are 5 different configurations for the tracks. There's iron and rubber ones in there as well. And you also, of course, can buy the bucket, which is on the front of that. That is the universal bucket is what they call it. $1,500 to buy. Holds 2,000 liters, which is pretty impressive for that small little bucket, which is pretty cool. So yeah, really cool little thing that you can actually do a little bit of work with and move stuff around and pick stuff up and move some solid stuff around if you wanted to. So there you go. That's the John Deere 50G by Pepe978. For number four, this is the Case 970 1070 Agri King. This is by EY Modding, who is well known for his old school tractors, and this is another old school, very cool looking tractor. And I like this one because I'm more of a Case fan, I think, myself, but this is pretty cool. So anyhow, this 14.36 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 65 people having rated it. It's going to be found under small tractors. Base price is $24,000. You can go between 80 and 120 horsepower. Max speed is 28 kilometers per hour, which is, I don't know, about 19 kilometers, or excuse me, miles per hour. It has motor configurations, wheel configurations, front weight configurations, and a license plate option as well. It's a really cool old school tractor, so I love it. But there you guys go. That's the Case 970 1070 Agri King. Moving on to number 5, we have the new Holland M135. This is by Deutsche Volt. It is 69.36 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 93 people having rated it. This is a harvester, obviously. Does all your grain crops with that header, though you probably could put a corn header on this as well. That header is included in this pack, so you get the header and the harvester. The Clayson M135 by New Holland, that's the harvester itself, has 105 horsepower, 200 liter fuel tank, holds 1,900 liters of grain, which isn't great, but it is something. It's $16,000 to buy, which makes it kind of very beneficial. So if you have kind of a starting out farm where you're trying to get going, that's perfect, cheap harvester to get going. And then the header itself is only $6,500. So to get both of these, you're looking at $22,500 to get yourself a starting harvester, which really you can't beat that price. The header itself has a 4.2 meter working width and works at, it says 7 kilometers per hour, which if you don't know, normal headers in game work at 9 kilometers per hour or about 6 miles per hour. So this actually might be a touch slower, which is kind of interesting. I haven't tested it though, to be fair, so it might just run at the regular 6, but it also might be a bit slower. Just be aware of that. But anyhow, regardless of that, it's still a very cool old school harvester. I love it. That's the New Holland M135 by Deutsche Volt. And for number 6, for you John Deere fans that also like EY Modding's mods, he also released a John Deere 4020, 4010, 4000 that is 16.58 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 102 people having rated it. This is also going to be found under small tractors, $25,000 starting price. Has between 80 and 101 horsepower. Max speed is 32 kilometers per hour, about 20 miles per hour. There's a motor configuration, wheel configuration. You can have a canopy or a cab. I put the cab on it because I think the cab's pretty cool. There's also front weights you can put on it. I did put the front weight on this one. You can put a front loader on it as well. License plates as well on there. And then, of course, wheel configurations are really cool. I can put duals on it, which I do like that. So I've got some big old duals on there. But, yep, another great mod by EY Modding. For number 7, we have the Lizard Track Series by Bremy456, 86.31 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 164 people having rated it. This is one that is also available on the Mod Hub for PC and Mac players in the form of a Mercedes. So if you wanted the branded version, you're playing on PC and Mac, you can download that one instead. But if you're on consoles, unfortunately, this is the version you have to use. But regardless, this is $40,000 to buy, so it's super cheap for a tractor. 68 to 125 horsepower, runs at 40 kilometers per hour, or about, I would say that's about, what, 26 miles per hour. The Lizard Track... that's the Lizard Track 440, I should say. There's 3 technically in this pack. Or is it 3? There's 2. Sorry, 2. There's the Lizard Track 440 and the 441. The 441 is $60,000 to buy, but has between 95 and 150 horsepower and also runs at that same speed. There also is a subframe weight that you can get for $1,000 to add 750 kilograms on there. That just kind of sits on the back of it as well. But anyhow, really cool little tractor. So yeah, that's what I got for you there in terms of that. That's the Lizard Track Series by Bremy456. And for number 8, we actually have a mod map this week, which I thought was pretty cool to have this one in here. This is 3 Maria's Farm by Agro Capura, 171.57 megabytes to download for all platforms. This is currently rated 4.2 out of 5 stars, with 121 people having rated it. Now, I know 4.2 stars isn't super high, but for a map, that's actually pretty darn good. Maps usually get rated pretty harshly, so usually if they're between, 4 and 4.5 stars, that's where, or they're usually if they're above, honestly, 4 stars, that's where I start looking at putting them into the top 10 mods of the week. And I think this one's earned its spot. I know this isn't everyone's favorite. I saw some of the comments on my videos. Some people were pretty harsh towards it, but I think it's a pretty cool map. It may not be for you, and it may, not be your thing, but I think it's a really cool map. And what you are seeing on your screen is part of my map tour of 3 Maria's Farm. If you like, check that out. I'll put a card up on your screen right now, so you can go check that out and watch my full map tour if you want to see if this is a map maybe you want to check out or play on. But anyhow, it's a really cool Brazilian-style map, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, there you go. That's 3 Maria's Farm by Agro Capura. And for number 9, out of all the things you'd think to find in Farming Simulator, we have some decorative coconut trees by Namog Mod. 7.53 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 37 people having rated it. These are $70 to buy. They are $0 a day in maintenance, and they are found under decorations and then under others under there. So they're not under like decorative objects, they're under others there at the very bottom. So just be aware of that in terms of finding them. What I will say is there are 3 different options. You have kind of the small, short ones that are kind of up front, those 3. Then you have the 2 kind of curved ones, have one of those on each side. And in the very back, there's 2 of the kind of taller ones. So if you wanted to give your farm a more tropical feel, this might be perfect for you to kind of decorate it and do what you'd like to do. But anyhow, there you go. That's the Coconut Trees by Namog Mod. And for number 10, our final mod of the week, we have the Family Home Mod by Zero Ito. 38.97 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 5 out of 5 stars, with 29 people having rated it. There are 2 things in this pack. The 2 things you're seeing on your screen are the house on the left and the motorhome on the right. I'm just noticing the pizza on the house on the left as well. That's funny, right above the garage. But anyhow, what I will say about this, Zero Ito is a fantastic modder, and usually there's a story behind what they're doing. But the house on the left-hand side is $50,000 to buy and $10 a day to maintain, and you can do color options on it. And the old motorhome, it is listed that it has battery issues and isn't going anywhere, but can be used for sleeping and changing clothes. So there you go, which I think is super awesome that is included. And that's also found under farmhouses, and the motorhome's only $7,000 to buy. So if you're doing some kind of role play type thing, the motorhome might be perfect. And I love that motorhome's got like smoke coming out the back, as if you got a little fire going in there, something. So anyhow, I love it. It's fantastic. But that is our top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.